Hello everybody and welcome to your fourth lesson this term. Today we're going to start off with a simple game of the forbidden rhythm or the copycat claps. All you have to do is copy whatever I clap, try and do it exactly the same, unless I clap one particular rhythm that you're not allowed to clap, which we call the forbidden rhythm. As soon as you hear that, you have to put your hands on your head as quickly as you can. Don't get caught out. So what is the forbidden rhythm? I'm going to clap you a rhythm now, right now, that you're not allowed to clap it back. So clappy, clap back. So as soon as you hear this, you put your hands on your head. Here it goes. Have a listen. That's the one that sends your hands to your head. I'll do it one more time for you to listen to. Got it? Anything else you can clap. Here we go. Then let's see if we can catch you out. Here's the first one. That was one to clap. And that was. You should have your hands on your head. If not, you're out. But you can keep playing for now. Yep, you should have copied that one. And that one. Yeah. Hands on your head. Got your hands on your head? Fantastic. I thought we'd go a little bit more into depth about those patterns that you were copying back, and I'm going to show you what they look like when they're written down as music. Now I'm going to start off with a basic beat, and in fact that was the first one that I clapped for you. The basic beat went 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's what you can see here. 4 notes or 4 beats, all exactly the same, and I took my time on each one. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are called 1 beat notes. They're the sort of speed that you might go on a walk. Walk, 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 walk. Left, right, left, right. A casual sort of stroll. Now sometimes there were quicker ones thrown in. Do you remember what the forbidden rhythm was? Those doubles in the middle there, the sort of speed that you might go jogging on. Jogging, 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 jogging. So I've got another sheet here which shows you what the jogging notes look like. They're in pairs. It looks as if they're holding hands with their best friend. So what we've got here are 4 pairs of quicker notes, jogging notes. Jogging, 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 jogging. Like that. Together, they make up one whole beat. So if you're good at maths, you might be able to work out what one little note like that makes on its own. It needs a friend to make up one beat, and they're exactly the same. So something plus something exactly the same gives you one beat. Have you got it? It's 1/2. So this note on its own is half of a beat. It needs its friend, another half of a beat. Together, half and half make one beat. So sometimes we put an and like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. They will also give us our 4 beats. Okay? So, let's have a go at clapping these 2 patterns like this. I'm going to swap them at any point, and you've got to change how you clap. You can keep in your head walk, 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 walk when you see that, and you could keep jogging, 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 jogging when you see that. Okay. The next clip, we'll do it with some music, just a beat to keep us steady. So join me for clapping along to the beat. I'll keep holding the card up while you keep clapping it, and don't change your clap until I change the card. So you're either thinking of the walk beat or the jogging beat. Let's have a go. Ooh. Sorry. What's going to be first? The walk. Left, right, left, right. Clap, 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 left, right, left, right, right. Jogging, 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 jogging. How do you get on? Not too hard. Let me just press stop before the next track comes along. Okay. Not too bad. So a simple one beat note like these, they are called crotchets. Double notes like these, the jogging notes, are called quavers. Not the sort that you eat. These are musical quavers. Crotchets and quavers. Will you remember that for me? Crotchets are one walk beat notes. Quavers are your double jogging notes. Now the reason I'm telling you about crotchets and quavers because I want to show you what you would do if you saw crotchets and quavers mixed up like this. How would you clap that? Starting here, you're going to think of 4 joggings and a couple of walks like this. Jogging, jogging, walk, walk. Try it with me. So with your hands, ready, steady, off we go. Clap, 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 clap. Let's do the card twice. Ready, steady, have a go. Again. Let's try a different card. What about this one? It looks similar, but the joggings are at the end. Have a clap with me. Ready, steady, here we go. Clap, clap, jogging. And again, walk, walk, jogging. One more time. Walk, walk, jogging, jogging. Show you another one. Similar, there's just one pair of joggings in the middle. Ready, steady, have a go. Again. And last one. Here it is. A little bit more complicated. Give it a go. Ready to clap? Ready, steady, have a go. And again. Clap, 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 clap. Well tried. We're going to have a little game now. On my curtains behind me, I have stuck down 4 of those cards. Starting here, going all the way along. We've just practiced them one at a time. Now we're going to try and clap them all in a row. Let's go through it slowly. Jogging, walk, jogging, walk, 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 jogging, walk, 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 jogging, 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 walk, walk. Try clapping all of that. If you want to say the words as well, you can. Ready, steady, here we go. Jogging, walk, jogging, walk, 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 jogging, walk, 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 jogging, 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 walk, walk. Shall we do it again? Last time. I'm not going to say the words out loud this time, but you can keep them in your heads and just look at the pictures. Ready, steady, here we go. How do you get on? Okay, Right, I want you to take a really good close look at that last card. Jogging, jogging, walk, walk. Have you got it? Good, because now it's going. We're still going to clap all 4 cards, but the last card has gone. Do you remember what it was? Let's clap the whole thing. Ready, steady, here we go. Last card. How'd you get on? Let's have a look at this card. Walk, walk, jogging, jogging. That's like the last card, but it's backwards, isn't it? Let's take this card off as well. We're going to clap the whole thing, but the last 2 cards have gone. Good luck. Ready, steady, here we go. Did you get it? It's getting a bit tricky, isn't it? Shall I take one more card off and we'll see if we can do 3 cards from memory? So we've got to remember walk, walk, jogging, walk. Ready, steady, here we go. So it's walk, walk, jogging, walk, 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 jogging, jogging, walk, walk. Did you match me? Now, if you're really brave, I am going to do it without the last card, and we'll see how we get on all the way through. So we've got to remember jogging, walk, jogging, walk. Ready, steady, here we go. Well, I hope you matched mine. I think I got it right. It's really good practice for your memory skills, isn't it? The next clip, you're going to need your instrument. I want to show you now how those crotchets and those quavers, the walks and the joggings, can help us with our strumming patterns. We've talked about how strum patterns can go down, but you can also have up strums as well. Do you remember I was telling you about another way of counting these was to put the and, 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. If you think about the and being an up strum and the number being the down strum. So on this card here, there are no ands, so they're all down strums. 1, 2, 3, 4. But here, you've got the ands, which are on the up strums. So you'll have something like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's have a practice together. We're going to start on a C chord. Nice and easy. 3rd finger, 3rd fret, string number 4, nearest the floor. And we're going to start off with some crotchets, so they're all downs. Just joining with me, keeping a steady beat. Ready, steady, here we go. Down, 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 down. Just keep it steady, nice and easy. Think about left, right, just walk beats. Now when I say change, we're going to swap to the card over my other shoulder, and we're going to put some ups in there as well. Say on the C chord. Ready, steady, now let's change it. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Keep it going. When I say change, we're going to go back to this other card. Ready, steady, now let's change to down, 2, down, 2, and change again to down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, and hold it there. Okay, how do you get on? Let's try it on a different chord now. We'll do it on a chord that we've been practicing the most recently, which is your G chord. Now I have asked you to get good at swapping to a G chord because it was the hardest one. So let's see how quickly you can go from a C chord to a G chord. I'll just get a little bit closer so you can see how I'm doing it. Third finger up, second, first. So now my fingers are on a G chord and I can carry on doing these patterns. Now this time, I'm just going to make it a little bit more complicated. We're going to start on the G chord because you've got your fingers, and we're going to do this card just on the steady beat. G, 2, 3, 4. But this time when I shout change, you're not only going to change to the jogging card, but you're going to change to a C chord as well. When I shout change again, you're going to slap your fingers down on a G chord and swap to that card. I'll show you what it'll look like. So you're going to start off on a steady beat on your G chord, and as soon as I say change, you change the card and you change to quavers. Got the idea? Let's give it a go anyway. What can happen? What's the worst that can happen? Ready, G chord. Ready, steady, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going on that steady beat. All down strums. Ready, and change C chord. Just keep going till you've got it with me. I'm going to keep on this for a while till you've got it. You're going. Ready, steady, now we change G. 2. Join in, try and get it as quickly as you can. I'll keep going till you've got it. Ready, steady, time to change it, C chord. Here it comes again. Ready, steady, time to change. And hold it there. Last week I sent a sheet through to your teachers and asked them if they could show you this, either send you a copy or print one off for you in school or show it on the board, and it was this sheet here. Do you remember seeing anything like this? If you imagine that every box across the top is one walk beat. So walk, 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 walk. That makes them all down strums. So here you would play the C chord 4 times. Then you start the next line and you have to play an F chord 4 times. Then you go on to a C chord and you finish with a G chord. Now that last clip that we did, we were practicing, weren't we, going from a C chord to a G chord and then back again. That's the hardest one. It's actually easier to go from a C to an F. Now I was hoping that you might have spent a little bit of time at home having a go at this sheet. Let's have a practice together now and see how good you are at doing it. So the first thing we need to go is go from C to F, and each chord is played 4 times. So with your ukuleles, let's remind ourselves how we go from C to F. We go via A minor. A minor, the second chord that we did, where you reach your second finger up to the 2nd fret on the string closest to your face. And then your first finger went down behind it like that. Now we've done lots of work with the F chord. It's not new. You've just got to remember it, haven't we? So to go from C to F, I put my A minor down first and then I add my first, like that. C, F. Let's do each chord 4 times before changing. Ready, steady, have a go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easier to get back to C. Try again. Let's have another go. Back to C. And here we go. Last time. Back to C. My fingers are getting ready already. And back to F. If you can't do that, you need to pause the video here now and practice and practice and practice and practice until you can, because that's only halfway through the sheet. The bottom half of the sheet is going back to the C chord but returning to a G chord instead. So we're going to try the bottom half of the sheet now. C's to G's. We have already had a practice in the last clip. Let's see if you can do it now. Find your C and think where you're going to be going. Ready, steady, have a go. It's C, 2, 3, and here we go, G. And back to C. Ready to swap? And again, C. One last go, it's C. Think where we're going, G. And again, if you can't do it yet, you need to pause here and you need to keep practicing it until you can. I'm going to show you the whole sheet. 4 C chords, 4 F chords, 4 C chords, 4 G chords. Now, you need to be able to play that sequence, because the next clip is playing that sequence along to a piece of music which you may just recognise. I tell you what, if you can't do the 4 of each, I'll let you do 1 of each, and you count to 3 before the next one, like this. C, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G. So that gives you a little bit of silence between them to get from one chord to the next. But that's really only if you can't do the 4s. Okay? There's a very, very, very well-known song which we're going to put that chord sequence of C, F, C, G to. It's called The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Now, the recording that I've got is quite a fast song, and the C's, the chords, if you play them as 4s, you'll end up playing them this fast. If you like, that's the kind of the ultimate aim. I did say you could do them in 1s, and most of you should be able to do this. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. There's a middle version, which you might like to try, which is where you do in pairs like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I think what we'll do, we'll play the music. Everybody will all start off with in just that single one, with 3 beats rest to get our fingers ready. And then we'll try changing to the 2s, and then we'll see who's up for the challenge of changing up to 4s. If you don't feel ready, you can just stay on your 2s or even go back to your 1s. So, it's called The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Did I tell you that already? Can't remember. And, oh, here we go. Sorry guys, I've just lost it a second. Let's try that again. So just in ones, here's a C, F, C, G. Same again, it's C, F, C, G. Same again, C, let's try it in twos. C, C, F, F, C, C, G, C. Keep going in twos if you can. Now we're going to go for a 4. If you can, join in with me. Let's give it a go. With this video, I'm also sending to your teachers the words of that song, The Lion Sleeps Tonight, with the chords. It's 2 sheets and it'll look something like this. It's got the chord boxes at the top to help you remember, and it's got the letters of the chords over the words. Remember, we've been talking about trigger words where you change the chord. These are in singles, so you just play 1 C, 1 F, 1 C and 1 G. But of course we know now that we can do them in 2s or even in 4s. So if you haven't received this, give your teachers a nudge, ask them to send it through to you because I'm emailing it to them, and have fun learning the words with the chords. You can even, there's so many YouTube sites out there that you could log into. I've listened to a YouTube site called the Ukuleleans. That's the backing track that we're listening to. So you can look that up, have a look, play along, the Ukuleleans, okay? Or just follow the sheets that I'm going to be sending out to you. I already seem to have given you a lot to practice this week, but there's just one more thing I'd like you to try for me, ready for next week's lesson. It's a little bit of finger aerobics, going from your G chord, which we've done loads of today, going to an A minor chord. Now, do you remember I mentioned A minor at the beginning, telling you to go via A minor to get to F? So let me remind you that A minor was the 2nd fret on the string closest to your nose, like this, using our 2nd finger. We're going to go to it from our G chord. We're going to start on an A minor. I'm actually going to give you a little bit of a cheat, because if you think about it, G major or G chord that we've been sitting on, I'm just going to give you a close up. G chord here finds your 1st finger, pointy finger, on the 2nd fret. Now when we did A minor all those weeks back, we used our middle finger on the 2nd fret like that. Do you remember? A minor, 2nd finger, 2nd fret. But there's no reason, as long as that fret is covered, there's no reason why I couldn't use my first finger on it. Sounds the same. As long as that fret is covered, either with my second or my first, it's exactly the same chord. So here's what I'm trying to point out. Your first finger here on the G chord is so close already to the A minor fret that why not use that one instead of swapping it to your second? Let me show you how easy it then becomes to go from A minor, if I'm swapping fingers to my first, to G. A minor, pull it back and position my G chords. A minor with a different finger on that second fret, and G major. G major, lift them off, just bring that first finger over to A minor. May feel slightly weird because you're so used to putting your second finger on it, but actually it makes crossing the strings between the two really quite easy. Now there's a song. You don't need to learn this today. All you need to learn is getting that practice, that finger aerobics from A minor to G major. But when you can do it, you'll be able to play along next week to this song. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises. Hooray, and up she rises. Hooray, and up she rises. Early in the morning. So, if you could get that ready so that we can do that song together next week, then fantastic. So have fun practicing. There's loads to do. You can never sit there now saying you're bored, because just pick up your uke and start practicing. See you next week.